taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he could even make it to the 15. A man from nearby Wichita, it's Breece Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Now 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Runs through the contact. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense in the league.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. And now an audible here into something else. They go play action here on 1st down. And a little floater there is incomplete.
And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to have the hook out here with Harry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on fourth down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. Keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Jets are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
And some money, y'all. I put money down. I'm all about it. I'm my people now. On what I love. Boom, baby, we run it up. Yeah, the minute the sun is up. There's no rest to my shut it down. Whatever, get your money up. Believe what I got.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Now Mahomes maybe a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
They will face a 2nd and 9 now following the penalty. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throw right side, Wilson. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
That's good for the Jets. First down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Jets.
He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
He throws there, incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 41. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Jets are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the round is on here in this first half. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Hey, 43, 40, 15.
Now here's Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Connecting here with Christian McCaffrey. 3rd down and 1. Throwing now is Mahomes. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a gain of a yard. And that'll be good for a KC first down. And again, it's Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. And Xavier Worthy, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make it 24-7.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Second and 7. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Second and 6.
Second and 6 at the 49-yard line.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Second down and 6 now. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw again. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Here's second and 10. Second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cop. Hey, check that, street.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. No move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And they just did not get the snap away in time. That flag, that'll push him back 5. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. They'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
17 yards. First down, Jets.
Let's go. Cowboy.
Back to throw here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Ball again on second down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll find Harry on the right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. N'Keal Harry, a 12-yard touchdown grab. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
Damn, I miss you, Chester.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive will have the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 6.
Mahomes to throw once more. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. And Xavier Worthy with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs take a chance, but they find pay dirt on fourth and goal. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now down to 20. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Jets have got it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This pass out wide to Hall. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now they'll audible to something else.
They'll give to Hall. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Off the RPO, he completes it. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Kevontae Turpin, 29 yards. And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, All coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Three quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
2nd and 9.
15, yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass.
And shedding a man at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
15, yellow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down.
Yellow.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
Now Mahomes.
He'll try and do this himself.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Chiefs' 43-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And Mahomes will do it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down it goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
2nd and 16 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. And again, it's Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football back at their own 17. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Jets are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
A gain of 42 yards on the play. And the Jets.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw here.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Mustang 19.
2nd and 5. This one finds Wilson downfield.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing.
And now here's another interception.
Loose inside the 30. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you're not going to just run this clock out because this one is on a long time ago.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. He's got it. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. Pressure now is going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This will be caught, but forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jets, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.
first. You keep them coming. We know a lot about turning nothing to something. We doing big things, ain't never bluffing. Top of the world, ain't no doubt in mind, it's about time. Whoa. Hey, what you know? Hey, crashing out, but my pedal is to the floor. Whether in the clouds or down below, all I wanna do is hear you get loud. So get loud. So get loud. So get loud.
Two, three, four. Heartbroken Houston, Texas, couldn't get off the sofa. The thing about depression, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, now you came and changed how I feel. Let me cook now. Only you understand me, you fill me up completely. And when I'm self-destructive, you make me feel so pretty. You always pull me closer to let me know that it's real. When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside deep. Finally, I'm happy to be. 'Cause I got love with your baby. I figured out why I'm smiling. Nothing could stop me. Finally, I'm happy to be. I wanna thank you for taking me as I am. Need you to know that I'm your number one fan. I wanna give you my heart. You see the silver lining when I'm in the trenches. You stand beside me with your patience and forgiveness. I wanna give you my heart. When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside deep. Finally, I'm happy to be. 'Cause I got love with your baby. I figured out why I'm smiling. Nothing could stop me. Finally, I'm happy to be.
The sun is up. So wet it down. Get your money up. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. Your problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with things you ain't seen before. We're feeling the weight of our ancestors. We're healing with ways that don't last for long. Don't happen the time and it obvious. No help for the weak, but the strong. Plenty here for it for all of us. Now bring out the drums and the and my homies got this do it that they said wouldn't work. Bring out the and the it'll load up the place with them car. I see the bums that be wishing we end in the ditch and the pain that see them ain't hurt. I see the love that we give and the love that we give. Make sure everything come up full circle. We went from nothing to something, got all of us jumping it that we made from the air. We went from running and with nothing to stomach, just beating the neighborhood, bruh. They ain't the person alive that be matching the vibe, and honestly ain't even fair. They ain't the do with the drive and the vision like I have unless I go look in the mirror, babe. So run it up. The sun is up. To run it down. Get your money up. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it up. Yeah, the minute the sun is up. There's no rest to when shut it down. Working for real, get your money up. Believe it on God, put money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us. I do it for all of my people now. Put that on everything that I love. Church. Yeah, on everything that I love. Yeah, ain't nothing that come above. Now we go from angry and mad to happy and glad to find a solution for us. We go from sorry and sad to ready to grab a then get to the front. I want the money, the cash, the moolah, the bag, the currency, stacking it up. We want the freedom to live and the freedom to have. The things will be lacking, my bruh, so what are we lacking? I could point it out, so much that's around. Better settle down, no point doing that. Or they send the hounds, bite me in the, put me in the ground, turn me into ash, cut to carry down. From those who came up before me, I'm here to change up the story. Find me at work in the morning. Find me with people I'm mourning, man. Cause death is around every corner. When life isn't free for a person, dog, you act like an animal corner. Savage is speaking a language, y'all. You don't understand, you a foreigner. But nobody need an advantage now. We needed some balance and order. But you know that's never the case. Never a chance that they're changing their ways. It's never a choice that they're giving to you. There will never be just in the face. We sing for the sorrow and dance for the pain. No one to follow, it's just you and me. I swear that it's coming, we starting today. But we wake up tomorrow and things are the same. Damn.
I had a dream, I had a vision. I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your burned bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth. Nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. I had a dream, and now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking in whispers. Say that with your chest. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Whoa, you won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt this life ain't got no ceiling like. You won't break me, I